The Rainbow Theatre presents James Bond 007. The Living Daylights. Top Secret Report. Codename The Living Daylights. From Agent 007, Bond, James, of Her Majesty's Secret Service. At the conference with M and the Minister of Defense, it was I who was put on the defensive. M wasn't very happy.
2 dead, 2 in hospital, and Koskov probably back in Moscow, or dead by now.
The minister nodded.
We're the laughing stock of the intelligence community. Our first major coup in years, Koskov, was snatched from right under our noses by the KGB only hours after he defected.
When the minister had left, I glanced at M. No trace of Koskov?
Nothing. He's disappeared. Then there's that Pushkin matter that Koskov just had time to tell us about. One of the top men in the KGB trying to sabotage good relations between Russia and the West by assassinating all British and American agents.
The Schmiert Spionem program?
Yes. Death to spies. We must nip it in the bud, 007. General Pushkin must be terminated.
This plot to kill agents seems far-fetched, sir. I know General Pushkin. I can't believe he's psychotic.
Neither did I, until this note arrived from Gibraltar, found near 004's body.
Schmiert Spionem.
Your name's on Pushkin's list, too. So Koskov told us.
I'd like to check out a few things, sir. When we got Koskov out of Bratislava, there was something not quite right about the sniper who tried to kill him.
Yes. I've read Saunders' report. You jeopardized the entire mission to avoid shooting a beautiful girl.
Not exactly, sir. I had to make a split-second decision. I didn't tell M that I'd watched the girl earlier playing the cello at a concert at the Bratislava Conservatoire. I returned to Bratislava to find her and saw her picked up by the KGB as she got off a trolleybus, leaving her cello case aboard. I took the case and found a quiet place to look inside. No cello, but a sniper's rifle, loaded with blanks. I was waiting for the young lady, named Kara, by the way, when she got back to her apartment. Don't be alarmed. I dropped the rifle in the river.
Who are you?
Call me James. I heard you play the Mozart D minor yesterday. It was exquisite. I followed you. I saw what happened on the bus.
I don't understand. Why are you trying to help me?
I recognized the man who arrested you. What did Pushkin ask you? Was it about Georgy Koskov?
You're a friend of his?
We've been through a lot together.
Pushkin wants to know where he is.
Oh, interesting. Did he say he defected?
Only that he disappeared.
It was very clever of Georgy, giving you blanks to fire to make his defection look good to the British. He told me about it. He hadn't, of course, and it was obvious that it wasn't the KGB who grabbed him in England. Kara was smiling.
Dear Georgy, he kept his promise to send for me. Are you taking me to London?
Not yet. We must catch up with him in Vienna tonight, before they pick you up again.
But they are watching the house.
We'll manage. We left in the Aston Martin, Kara insisting that we pick up her cello from the conservatoire first. The delay allowed a police car to catch up with us. As it came alongside, I fired the special laser, which sliced along its side. Then I braked hard. When the police car braked, its chassis stopped, but the body kept going. And so did we. Kara looked amazed.
What happened?
Salt corrosion. The alarm was out, and we soon came upon a roadblock, which a well-aimed rocket quickly put paid to. We were fired on, but the bulletproof windows stood up well to the onslaught, and I took a detour across a frozen lake. One of the tires was not so durable as the windows, and we were driving on the wheel rim. I steered in a tight circle, making the rim bite into the ice. Then on again. The pursuing car drove onto the circle cut in the ice and sank into the water. On the other side of the lake, we were confronted by a fence manned by armed soldiers. I operated the controls to flip down the rear lights of the car, revealing the special rocket motors which propelled the car up and over the fence into the wood. We skidded along on the snow, but finally crashed into an outcrop of rocks. We got out of the car as our pursuers approached through the trees. Kara eyed them miserably.
We almost made it.
I'm glad I insisted you take the cello. I set the self-destruct switch on the car. Then, using the cello case as a sledge, we slid down the slope, past the soldiers, and over the border to safety. In Vienna, we went to the opera, where I'd arranged a meeting with Saunders.
Isn't she the KGB sniper?
She's not a sniper, she's Koskov's girlfriend.
I hear the KGB snatched him back.
That's what we're supposed to think. I'm sure he arranged it himself. Kara's told me he bought her a very expensive cello. Where would he get that kind of money? Saunders organized a false passport for Kara, and I met him later in a restaurant to pick it up.
Got some info on the cello, James. It was sold for $150,000 to Brad Whitaker.
The arms dealer. Whitaker and Koskov. Friends or partners? Where is Whitaker?
At his place in Tangier.
Saunders left the restaurant ahead of me. He was killed as the doors exploded. A child's balloon floated close by. On it was written, Śmierć Spionem. I noticed General Pushkin driving past and followed him to his hotel, surprising him later in his room.
I take it this is not a social call, 007.
Śmierć Spionem, Pushkin.
Śmierć Spionem was deactivated 20 years ago.
Where's Koskov?
He disappeared last week. I was about to arrest him for misusing state funds.
Pushkin gave a secret signal to a guard, but after a struggle, I overpowered him and turned his gun on Pushkin.
You're a professional, Bond. You don't kill without reason.
2 men are dead. Koskov named you. Why should I disobey my orders?
I am as much in the dark as you are. It comes down to trust. Who do you believe? Koskov or me?